For a little backstory, I, 15 years old female, lost my mom when I was 5, dad raised me alone until last year when my second dad, whom I call Papa, moved into our home. Now we are a happy family of 4, me, 2 dads, and a dog. I'm not ashamed of my family, so I never hid it. I'm not popular at school, so I just really told my friends, and it was all good. Until about 2 months ago, a boy I'll call Duncan, 15 years old male, found out. Duncan started simply with jokes like, "Wow, which one of them is the mom?" I promptly told the teacher, Mr. Smith, who was like, "He's just trying to understand. If you want people to understand, you have to be patient." Duncan started to escalate with, "Enjoy your time here, it'll get worse when your sinner family goes to hell." And again I went to Mr. Smith, who again was, "You can't be prejudiced with his religion, it's wrong in the Bible. He's just trying to understand." In my country, every class has only one responsible teacher, so I couldn't go to another, by the way. I have many examples, but this paints the picture. After 2 months of that, I realized that if I wanted him to stop, I had to do it myself. So when he started with his homophobic shirt at the cafeteria, I started to remember the saddest thing I could: all movies where the dog dies. All the sad romance movies. Mufasa's death. The Fox and the Hound. It didn't take long for the waterworks to come. I started to bawl. Ugly sobbing while basically screaming at him, asking why he said I would go to hell, why he hated me and my dad's. Just making a huge scene. Duncan started to stutter and plead, trying to make me go to class with him and talk to the teacher, wonder why. I just cried louder and flinched when he tried to pull me away. The scene was so huge that we ended up at the principal's office. Miss Yates listened to both sides and she was pissed at Mr. Smith. She let me tell the whole story even when Mr. Smith tried to interrupt me to defend Duncan. In the end, Duncan got a 5-day suspension and the principal told me to go directly to her if anything like that happens again. When we left the office, Mr. Smith stopped me and told me, "I hope you're happy. You put a permanent mark on a good boy's record because you decided to weaponize your femininity instead of being a little understanding." He tried to make me apologize to Duncan, but I told him I would go right back to the principal's office if he did, and he dropped it. Then later Duncan's friends started messaging me accusing me of acting like Amber Heard and ruining a boy's life just because I can. I didn't tell my parents yet. They are always afraid I'll suffer because they choose to love each other, and I'll not bring anything I can handle to worry them. I don't feel like I'm wrong, but with Mr. Smith's warning and Duncan's friends, I'm starting to doubt. So am I the a-hole? Now, to the comments. First, we have actual emergency that says, "Not the a-hole. Go back to the principal and tell your dads." This counts as harassment and an unsafe environment, and your parents need to immediately start working with the school board to stop it. Now, I am the redacted says, "Not the a-hole. Your teacher is as much of a bully as that Duncan. He's also a misogynist. Seeing how the principal already supported you, you could report Mr. Smith for those comments. He really shouldn't be teaching." Last but not least, we have Ernest that says, "Not the a-hole, your teacher is an incompetent and a misogynist. What you did was get a bully to back off, and I'm actually very impressed with your methodology. Had you fought, yelled, or insulted Duncan back, I guarantee you both would have been called in and you would have been suspended too." For the record, Duncan is not a good boy and he earned his own mark on his record for being a homophobic, entitled little shite. Tell your dads what is going on, though. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, consider clicking on the like button. It doesn't cost you anything and helps support the channel. Comment whatever is in your mind. I love seeing your points of view. I wish you all the best. Love.